Well, good morning. My name is Tom. I come to you from the Rustic log cabin in Northern Maine. Welcome to my cabin this morning. Getting ready to start a summer project. My life wouldn't be complete if there wasn't some kind of project going on, I guess. I'm sitting on the backside of the little cabin I built for my daughter and her family. It's nothing huge. It's 12 feet by 16 feet. Well, there's become a problem. My daughter has 4 sons now. They range from a little over a year old to 12 years old right now. So as you can imagine, it's pretty tight in that little cabin. So I'm going to build a little bunkhouse on the back of it. Nothing huge. It's just as the title is, a bunkhouse. It's going to be 8 feet deep and 12 feet wide, which is the width of the cabin. That will give me 2 bunks on one wall and 2 bunks on the other wall, with the center completely open between the bunks. And you know, 100 years ago when people worked in the woods and all of that, that's what bunkhouses were. They were a place to sleep. So that's what they're going to get, is a place to sleep. I do have a fire exit window going in. On the backside wall will be a big window. Also in front of that window I have picked up a small table with chairs that we can put in front of that window. That way on rainy days the boys have got some place to go just to get out from underfoot, you know. You know how that is. They can go in their little bunkhouse and they can play games or do whatever they want to at the table in front of the window. So that'll be a nice little setup. All the materials I picked up a year ago. I was supposed to do this project a year ago. The only thing I'm missing is the roof and the ice and water shield, so we'll have to get that picked up this summer. But I've got to get the materials hauled up here. The snow is gone, the driveway's good, so that's all behind us. So now it's time to get the materials trucked up here. That's what's on the agenda for this summer. Anything else I get accomplished will be gravy. I do have a couple of projects over at Beaver Creek that I hopefully get a chance to get done. Let's see, first things first, it's trout fishing season. So there's no nails going to get pounded until trout fishing season is over. Now that goes most of the summer, but I consider the best fishing the month of May into the second week of June. So that's what I consider trout fishing season. I'll be fishing for lakers and stuff like that, salmon. So that's first on the agenda, but here's the little cabin we're going to build, a little addition. So, beautiful day here at the cabin this morning. I didn't lug out a cup of coffee, so I'm saying, where's my coffee? Where's my coffee? This is a good coffee break. So, but anyways, quiet here. Oh, super quiet. So good to get away from the craziness. So good. The only thing is, got a lot of work to do up here. I haven't been here that much in the last 2 years because of Beaver Creek. You know, I've been here and I've been keeping up on stuff like that, but wood piles got to get topped off, just different stuff like that. So, do some hiking. I have 4 miles of trails out here behind the cabin. I need to walk out. I would like to walk the entire 4 miles, scuff them out, make sure that the trees haven't fallen across them. Anything that's fallen across will get cut up, thrown out of the way, stuff like that. I've got a deer stand not too far. I've got a deer stand over here, and a deer stand back there, and a deer stand back there. So I got 3 deer stands around this cabin close by. So I'd like to hike out to those and just make sure the trails out to those are in good shape. You keep your options open. That's best thing I can say. You know, you do the hard work, get the trails in, and you never know where you're going to need to hunt. So I like to have options. I have 3 options over at Beaver Creek that are close by. You watch me build all of the hunt shacks. Well, get yourself a cup of coffee. It's the end of the day. The hunt shack is in. Glad to see that in finally. That's my long-term old age plan, the deer hunting. And then I've got the 3 stands around here. So that gives me 6 places to deer hunt from on an elevated platform. So that's the way I like to hunt. So I have 3 here, 3 at Beaver Creek. So we'll see what happens. It's a very difficult hunt up here. The deer population is a good deer population. Coyotes have really played havoc with it. But bucks per square mile is what I mean by it's a tough place to hunt. Bucks per square mile are less than bucks per square mile down at Beaver Creek. So Beaver Creek is a pretty good deer hunting spot. But what this spot has is bear. There is a really good bear population here at this cabin. So the trouble is it's so far to truck bait and all of that it makes it kind of expensive. But outside of that, there's plenty to do here. Bear hunting, deer hunting, and fishing down on the lake. I went to bed last night listening to the loons. What a great opportunity that was. I love, sitting there in the easy chair with the windows open, and you can just hear them down there singing away. Oh, nice night for that. But beautiful day up here. Beautiful day up here. Hey, believe it or not, the mosquitoes are out. I'm sure that we got some cold weather coming. That's going to dampen those. But the snow is all gone. I did see a couple of small snowbanks on my way up here a few days ago. But outside of that, the snow is gone and everything is quite dry, bone dry. You can tell there hasn't been any rain here at all to speak of because the whole lot is bone dry. We'll see if spring rains keep us filled with water. I lose my water if we don't. I've been here about 12 years, and the well went dry 1 year out of the 12. But everybody was without water that year up here, so I wasn't surprised when I was without water. But we'll see what happens. Right now it is bone dry at the Rustic log cabin. Alrighty, well I just wanted to update you on this year's projects. Andy was asking for that. So Andy, this is the main project that is on the list. So, I wish it was built for this year, but I'm only one person. I had intended on doing it over the winter, but things went a different direction. So, and it's a whole lot easier to build in the summertime than it is the winter anyways. So here we are. The sawhorses are up. Just got to get some lumber up here. I'm going to take some measurements today. Make up a final list. Some of the stuff I'm picking up here, my cement pad, stuff like that. All that's going to get picked up and up here. But what I'm going to do now is I'm moving over. And I've had other viewers wanting to know about my solar panel setup. Because this is an off-grid cabin. The only power here is my solar panels. And I do have a generator. And I will get into how I use the generator. There's lots of things I use a generator for. But for the most part, 90% of the time, this whole cabin is run off the solar panels. So that's my next video. So I will see you next week.